If you're like me, you might have some four-wheeler issues where your four-wheeler is either running hot or actually overheating. There's a really good chance if that's happening to you that your radiator's clogged up. And I've got a really simple hose nozzle to help clean out the radiator on your four-wheeler. So stay tuned. All right, you guys, let me show you how I just cleaned out my radiator. It was caked with dirt and mud and all that kind of stuff. And, you know, I've got a gravel driveway. I do a lot of food plot stuff. So this four-wheeler gets a lot of use where it's dirty, dusty, muddy, and low speed. And that is something that can very easily overheat your four-wheeler if you're not moving very fast, but you're doing hard work and you're just allowing dirt and gunk and stuff to build up in that radiator. This was a really easy tool for me to clean that radiator out. So this is just a hose nozzle that's supposed to be a little higher pressure than like a regular one that I bought off of Amazon. And I've got a link down below in the description. The reason I got this one is because you can put this flexible hose section on it, and I'll show you guys how I did it. But basically, you just put a little bend in that hose. You can get it down between the radiator screen and the radiator on this four-wheeler. And I guess just for this video, you guys, this is my four-wheeler. It's a 2002 Sportsman 400. So we'll be demoing obviously on this, but really if you can just get access to get this nozzle up close to your radiator, this will work for you too. So for mine, I took the rack off and I took the front panel off where your, you know, like a lot of your electronics, your radiator cap and your radiator are. So what was nice is I didn't have to remove anything else. I can get this nozzle right in between the radiator screen and the radiator itself. And what you'll notice, you guys, if you do this, I mean, if you can see gunk and debris in there, obviously you'll need to do it. But just if you have any overheating symptoms, this would be the first place I would start. What you'll notice here, and I'll try to do it holding my phone, but this was really caked with mud. And when I sprayed it, at first the water was just running down the front of the radiator, but as that gunk and debris and dirt started to get out of the radiator fins, then you'll start seeing the nozzle actually spraying water completely through the radiator and coming out back by the fan or past the fan. So that's what you're looking for, is that water to, as you start moving it around, for it to be squirting completely through the radiator and coming out the backside. All right, you guys, I'm gonna try to show you this one-handed, but I liked doing this, getting the nozzle basically right up against the radiator, not shooting through the screen. The screen just breaks up the water stream so much that you really can't get a good clean on the radiator itself. Just be careful. Try to at least pull this screen back if you have a Sportsman or if your four-wheeler is similar, just so you're not smashing the tip of this nozzle against your radiator and bending all your fins. So let me turn the water on. All right, so when you start hosing this thing out, I'm just gonna hold it right here. So if the water is running basically right down the front of the radiator, just keep moving it around because that means it's probably clogged up. But as soon as you start seeing water coming out the back side of the radiator, that means you're getting it clean. So ideally you wanna just move this around, just go nice and slow. You really don't need a ton of water pressure, but just make it so as you move that nozzle around, you just start seeing water coming back completely through the radiator, and then you know your radiator is nice and clean. That's really it, you guys. That's what I've got for you. Hopefully this solves my problems. I think it should, because like I said, my radiator was really caked with dirt and mud, and this little nozzle from Amazon, it works great. Like I said earlier, I've got a link down below in the description. It was like 20-ish bucks, maybe even a little less. So check it out because it seems to work really well, just to be able to bend a section of the hose and get it up in there and just directly spray that radiator out. Hopefully that solves my overheating issues. And if you're having them, hopefully this thing solves it for you too. So thank you guys for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed this. If you did, do me a favor, hit that like button down below. Also, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys soon on the next video. Take care, God bless, and remember, be a sportsman, make a sportsman.